so yeah, you can hear it.
There will be there'll be some sweet, sweet love tonight.
Hell yeah. Let's turn this into a transition period. Speaking of love, we love Dota here, so we're gonna watch some Dota, aren't we, Killer?
Yeah. Well, I will be. I can't speak for you, but I know where I'll be.
All right, I'm just like on camera now. Bye, guys. Leave you to do this.
Have a good one, guys. It's a real pleasure. You know, we got to see that first ban, and you know, it's really the culmination of the night.
Don't want it. Yeah. By the way, I've said it before. I already said it. Scan the Discord thing if you're not a part of the Discord. That'd be cool. Just be your friend. I said before, I was like, you might find your future partner in our Discord.
Yeah, well, for anyone who's not in the Discord, they're currently gathering players for the next round of the... Oh, I forget the name of it now, but...
the minor league?
Yeah, below 2,500 MMR. If you're in there, you don't need a team or anything, just join the Discord and we'll match up with like-minded players.
Like-minded players, or at least similar skill level.
Yeah.
You could get somebody who doesn't even know what's happening. I don't know. Right? You could get somebody who just magically glitched into that category. You could get bots. Oh no, we're still getting more copy past.
Is it more of the same one? Oh yeah.
I think it's the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh, CZ is captain of all four left, right, good night. So I wonder if we're gonna see some sniper picks. You know, you can't pick Muerta, can you?
No, you cannot.
No, because it's captain's mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other heroes use guns?
Pango, if you get the right thing attached.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't believe they got away with the Hoodwink first pick after they leaked it in the lobby as well.
What? They leaked it? I wasn't reading. What happened? Tell me.
Yeah. Oh well, no, they just changed their team name to Hoodwink, right? The team name was Hoodwink.
5 seconds Radiant team pick.
Clockwork first pick. I think Clockwork's one of my favorite heroes in the game. Doesn't matter what position. Well, it does matter what position. Sorry, like 3-4 kind of flexing's kind of cool. There's the occasional 5 Clockwork that can actually just be played for the lane if the enemy off lane has a bit of a slow duo that doesn't really gel together, which isn't common though. So classic combo here though. Snapfire Clockwork, lock them up, spit on them, feels good. 2 strengths heroes though.
I really like Clockwork. Doesn't matter where you put the hero. I think it's great at the moment. So
yeah.
You know, it could even be off lane. With the change to Battery Assault, where you are actually able to farm creeps, the hero can actually get items. And you know, the Ags is a monster. It is a real monster. You just get full vision of whatever the enemy team's doing for the rest of the game. It's really, really strong. So
you got DP and Trent Man.
Yeah, it's
I'm just reading chat. This is white.
Honestly,
I don't know if it's serious or not. It's funny.
No, that's copy pasta too.
But you guys are hilarious.
I honestly feel like
I don't know much copy pasta, so like I'm fine. It's just funny. I don't know. Good job.
Honestly, if you could sit down and watch the AFL with Twitch chat, I think that would be like the best thing
that would be
happen.
whack. Yeah.
It would vastly improve the AFL experience. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, Abaddon. Is that a carry Abaddon, you reckon, Deluxe?
Oh, I've seen it in some... Oh, God, I've seen it a few times lately, but it didn't work out well. I feel like this hero... I don't think this hero... You gotta be really specific about, like, what damage items you pick. You gotta be kind of... Yeah.
I think it's really good as a carry at 45 minutes in the game, but before that, it's pretty questionable. I don't know. We'll see.
But that's the thing, though, man. Like, I don't know if you think about it, right? Like, okay, what'd you say? 45 minutes in the game, he's pretty like bonkers. He can be pretty good as a carry.
Yeah, you need like 4 items.
But that's the thing, right? 45 minutes in the game, 4 items, and then he becomes good. There's so many carries that can become good half an hour in the game. Like, there's just carries that already do that. That it's not a challenge. Like, I feel Abaddon, it's you got to put work into making him good. When some other, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it.
It does have like a relatively strong lane. I'm honestly I'm 100% with you. I haven't been convinced by it yet, but there's a big yet there. There's plenty of opportunity.
If you see, I mean, obviously it's been picked early, so it could be anywhere. But if I'm seeing an Abaddon and if we find, even if like AGN find out, oh, it's a carry Abaddon, sick. Let's do what we can do with our lineup, but just like they'll do their timings faster, right? They should be able to just adapt to that because that's such a weak carry to have for the first half hour of the game. It's a weak carry, I think. So I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, it all depends on how the laning stage goes. You know, he could get like 4 kills and then all of a sudden he's got an Echo Saber and then he gets like, crazy bonkers good.
Yeah, it is also kind of like it copped the double buff where it got like the base attack time upgrade, but also Radiance is cheaper. So it's like it's in the realm I think where it's like almost there, but it just needs someone to work out how to play it at the right tempo, and then it will be quite good. But so far, I completely agree with what you said before, where it just hasn't quite clicked for me. Where it's
I'm a bit biased because I'm a little bit biased because I had an Abaddon carry and we made a lot of space for him in my game, and he had items, but no, I think he went Sanj Yasha into, and then he turned it into a Manta, and then he finished, and then just had a passive Sanj. And then he eventually got a Skadi. It just wasn't damaged. Like, there's no damage to it. He was just, like, faster and he hits it. Like, I don't know. You need you need, like, MKB. You need something else, like, you need something to actually get that, like, damage in there. I don't think you even building stats on him. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it definitely,
it's not like Lifestealer where you build like strength items and you know you can actually kind of do okay, or Juggernaut you build agility items and it just naturally, even if you build strength on Abba, it's like the damage is, you still need a damage item. I don't know how to, if that makes any sense, but anyway,
yeah,
it's only the second pick. It could be a support.
Yeah, it could just be a support and we've just wasted the last 5 minutes. That'd be very cool. But no, it looks like
spending a lot of time.
AGN are focusing on the offlane bans, but
yeah. I'm thinking this is very like, I'm hoping that Left Right Goodnight kind of see what these bans are kind of meaning for their carry lane. So if they're picking, I mean, if they're banning out these kind of tankier heroes that have, is Jug still in the pool?
Yeah, Jug's still in, yep.
I think these tankier kind of heroes on offlane, it's just going to force, I think it's going to force Left Right Goodnight to kind of pair up a pretty awkward like combo with the Hood or Abba. I think Hood Abba is support.
Yeah,
or they get rid of the the other thing was like they get rid of the catch heroes. Actually, I see it now. Like Tide and all these heroes just catch. So.
Yeah, Drow's really good, and if the read is that the Abaddon is going support, Drow's never really going to be threatened by Abaddon Hoodwink. You know, it's quite tough for those two to team up and threaten Drow in a fight. So it'll need the response will need to come from the course.
They set up these 3 bands are really good to fit a Drow in. So they'll answer this with a Centaur to try. Okay, so support. I'm still thinking support Abba. They'll answer with a Centaur, right? That's their way of trying to catch on to the Drow.
Yeah,
which is okay. But God, if you just think about it, Abaddon and Hoodwink, just such a like support duo, man. It's like you gotta hope that Hoodwink just gets something on like it's kind of rough.
I mean the Centaur lane into Drow's a bit rough as well, right? Like especially if it's gonna be paired up with the Clockwork or the Sapphire even.
That's okay, cool, that's alright. That's their answer to just another way to secure hit on Drow. And there's no way of saving her right now. There's no save. They've seen both supports on AGN. So they know there's no save. They could still go OD here. I think OD's kind of good. It's actually, OD's really good for AGN. Oh no, OD's been banned. Cool.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, obviously the Void pick confirms Abaddon support, so that's... Yeah, the Chrono was definitely, or the Void pick for the Chrono was definitely needed for that catch, because the supports aren't going to make plays happen, so...
I think it's kind of maybe if you think about it. So hoodwinked Aber, right? Hoodwinked Aber and is a clock and snap, right? Just looking at the, let's just assume they're all that's all the supports in this game. Obviously, I'd rather have a clock and snap on my team. They're much more initiative. They show initiative, right, with their spells that they have naturally. They've got a good combo. They can push lanes pretty good, and they're pretty okay in lane. However, maybe Left Right Good Knight's idea is to tank up behind a Centaur, keep buffing him with Abaddon, have Hoodwinked behind as well, and just force these two strength supports to try to start a fight, and then like it might make it a bit awkward for AGN.
10 seconds
I think that's the only. I think that's how you play on Left Right. I think you have to be a little bit faster.
Speaking of awkward, this Broodmother pick, that's pretty brutal, I think.
Yeah.
If they send that in the off lane, and the off lane is, or the safe lane for Left Right Good Night is Abaddon Void, they are going to struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually what's kind of cool. They could still put it either lane. Do you have AFL tips?
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
I do not have AFL tips, in case you're curious.
Yeah, no, I don't have any AFL tips. Unfortunately. Or maybe they're saying, does the Discord have AFL tippings? Maybe, that's a cool idea.
10 seconds remaining.
But no, I've never bet on that sort of stuff. I've bet on Dota before, which is weird.
5 seconds remaining.
But if you're talking about tips for like footy, then you know, just always argue with the umpire and make sure that you talk about his mother if he is ruling against you, and see what happens.
Those are good tips.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've also bet on Dota 2, and never bet on real sports. So you know, there's that.
Dota 2 is a real sport. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, no.
Back in the days of D2L, dude.
Wait, I think
10 seconds remaining. Dire
another spirit would be cool here for both teams.
Yeah, I feel like Left Right Good Night really need a tempo hero to pair with the Centaur. They need something to start fights like the Ember Spirit. Oh, that's gone. I think maybe they should pick Void Spirit. I think the mid laner from AGN's shown a real.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I guess favoritism towards Void Spirit. Like I think even in the games themselves, they've talked about, you know, oh, you should ban the Void Spirit against us or something like that. So.
Oh, the Tiny went through.
Yeah, that's a great pick. That's a tempo mid laner, so that's exactly what you want to see.
It's not too. I mean, Brood is Brood, but at least Tiny has a tool to deal with some of these spiderlings. You know, that's actually not too bad.
No, certainly, and it's just the way that the Left Right Good Night need the game to go is that, you know, the four heroes of Tiny, Centaur, Abaddon, and Hoodwink can run around and make something happen while Void joins the fight when he has Chrono. So definitely like that pick from them from an overall game standpoint, even aside from the lanes. But
I don't mind Left Right's lineup, but I do see. I think they need to play really fast and just group up with the Centaur and win the game from that.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to lane the Hoodwink against the Broodmother. I think that if they send the Abaddon to the Broodmother lane, that lane's just going to be I mean,
Abaddon's splash damage of his shield's okay, but I've seen it against Brood, and it doesn't really affect her. She doesn't really give too much of a shit about it. Even the Spylings can, like, I don't know if the what the HP is, I can't remember, but I think they can survive most of like level 2, even maybe 3 of. I think, like,
it's just that even before the Spiderlings, right? Like, what Brood wants is to press the steroid and just right-click other heroes. So
yeah. Choose your hero.
Leshrac, yeah, it's. I can definitely see the Lesh. That's a good hero to get Chrono. You can still output a lot of damage as long as you press your buttons before the Chrono. So
yeah,
it's not bad. Definitely an interesting draft. It's going to have a really good lane against the Tiny. So we'll, yeah, I think it'll be up to Tiny to find some tempo in this game.
Yeah, there's a decent chunk of pressure on Stepmom for sure. I don't see Hoodwinked and Abaddon really getting anything done. So that's why I meant like their game plan should be, holy shit, let's make sure Centaur wins his lane and we gather to him. Have a chrono behind us, force the clock and snap to have to go on us, and hopefully they kind of position themselves in an incorrect way and we get a decent chrono on the other heroes. But I mean, I'm really liking AGN's lineup as well, but I'm not too sure. I think Left Right Goodnight's game plan, in my eyes, it's quite simple, but I don't know if they're even thinking the same thing. So I'm gonna have to go with AGN, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think the support duo
really
of I think the support duo of Aber and Hoodwinked is just a little bit too crippling.
Yeah, I'm
not sure
kind of
if I like
leaning that way. Like the team that wins the game will be the team that wins the lanes.
Aber with a void is just such an odd combo. I'm gonna just quickly tab out, guys, and put the headers in. Hopefully, oh no, looking for game. We don't want to look for. Oh, we found a game. Look at that. Kind of.
Yeah, they are sending the Abaddon and the Void to lane against the Broodmother. I feel like that lane is just going to be a struggle.
Hmm.
We'll see. Hopefully, maybe they can make something of it.
Just gonna quickly label the teams the correct way because I didn't do it. Is AGN on Radiant? Or should I check?
AGN is Radiant, yes.
I haven't done it incorrectly. Good job, go me.
30 seconds to battle.
Really starting to get dark out here. I think I have to turn the light on. Like,
yeah, it's nighttime here already, but that's normal for the
got our first engagement there. Cookie, Clockwork, getting these mini stuns off. Another stun following up, and that's a Pos 5 Abaddon. Pretty juicy target for the Broodmother.
Yeah, well, Brood getting first blood as well. Like that's is already speculating that this lane's going to be quite tough, and that doesn't make it any easier.
I'm dreading this top lane for Dire, man. I just don't see. I mean, maybe I was like, yeah. I'm just hoping that they. I'm hoping that they keep Void protected and just like I said, go to the Centaur. This lane needs to win, right? I mean, Tiny as well, like you said, tempo, right? But I'm not too sure about Tiny into Lesh. Actually, have a look at last hits.
I mean, yeah, Tiny should last it okay. You know, he's got the tree. It's pretty cool. But he'll definitely get out harassed by the Lesh, I think. So
I think Tiny's one of those heroes. Hold on, feel some engagement top. I think Tiny's one of those heroes though that you really, even if you go like average in lane, you can't really make too much of a, like, not much tempo can be made unless you're going off, right? I think it needs to be a pretty large comparison to your other mid laner. There's just so much you got to pedal for, I think. He needs to get that blink dagger at a decent time. He needs to keep going.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like a brown boots bottle blink dagger Tiny.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm. Yeah.
You know, he's doing really good in the first 2 waves. He's got 3 denies. The tree does make you know any lane sort of playable, so.
It's pretty cool. They are doing the clock 5, right? I do like clock 5 sometimes. It can be really good.
Yeah, with the snap fire cookie to enable it, it's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guess they just like maybe they just wanted to get the Brood and Snap together because of the minus armor potential. This is a nice courier snipe by Wakes there.
Has been killed.
Yeah, well, I mean, the offlane are really quite happy with where this lane is, right? Like it's sitting under the tower. Wakes has got the small camp block, so there's not going to be any pulls to reset it. So Brood's just going to sit here and happily get some levels. So bit of an engagement down bottom. Max Famous Cheese getting low.
I love doing this as well. This Windlance just Clockwork build, that extra movement speed. He's going to get stunned and right-clicked a few times, and he overstepped his boundaries just a little bit there, but... So, good kill for OnlyFans.
Yeah, and the Tango's getting passed off the Centaur, trying to make his way to that Ring of Health, which is, you know, essential for a Centaur. But he is getting quite heavily.
Are we getting Meme Hammer? No, he's not. All right, good.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a nice meme, but at the same time, I don't think it's conducive to a good Dota 2 game.
Yeah, it's been It's been getting used a bit too much, I think, and I think it's been overhyped. I had to just fix some audio. Fix some audio problems. Ah, there was a kill top lane, sorry.
Yeah, no, Brood and...
So Healy, Healy Abaddon feels good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it feels good until you're dead, right? So, I mean, Void is sustaining through the lane, so yeah, they're happy with that. And Abaddon now getting the D ward, so they'll be able to pull the lane back into a reasonable spot. Weg's in quite a lot of trouble here. Oh, no, he doesn't have curse.
Making some space. Yeah, no curse levels yet. Yeah. I don't think you would get it at all this lane. Like, why would you?
It's definitely quite good. Like, it gives you the opportunity to run someone down. Like,
yeah, but you're running. I mean, you're running someone down, just hoping that your Void also just gets time locks. You know, there's no stun on your team that on this lane. It's just, I like what he's done. You know, but he's in a bit of trouble. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the cookie missed, so gets away with it. But yeah, and you see the outcome of the lane there. Like, Brood just wants to press Insatiable Hunger and right click.
Yeah, she's already got 2 Wraith Bands up and getting her boots soon.
Yeah, that's it. And, you know, Void and Abaddon don't really have an answer to that, but stand there and right-click back.
To be honest, I think they're doing better than they should be. They're actually doing okay.
Yeah, Void's definitely got good farm so far,
yeah.
But I think this is the sort of level where it's going to start to become a real problem for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're watching top at the moment, but yeah, Brood's just right-clicking and...
Yeah, he can't really do much about it. And now, actually, Abaddon probably going to go down because there is a cookie coming on the... Yeah. The killing spree, actually. So 3 for 0, actually. Feeling pretty good as Brood.
Yeah, Brood is off to a rocket ship start.
But how's the Centaur going then? Let's have a look. I mean, Centaur's not getting threatened in this lane. He's got two rings of protection, a ring of health. He's not really going to get touched, so... rotation mid, Abaddon. Getting a D ward.
They didn't even get the D ward. Both sentries from AGN are still up.
Oh no.
Oh well, neither of them are in range of anything, so it's not really a problem. The toss back gets it.
Are you watching? Yeah.
Damage, so.
He's blocking off the tower. Nice. Pretty good toss, but stuns there.
Yeah, bit of extra damage for the lane.
Yeah, it's good.
Never gonna complain about that.
Next 30 seconds is really, or 20 seconds is really important for Leshrac. This bottle spawning.
Yeah, that's
doesn't look like any supports are rotating.
Yeah, he has no bottle charges left. Tiny still has 2 bottle charges, so Tiny doesn't have vision though of which way Lesh is gonna go, so it's just gonna be a straight 50.
Looks like Hoodwinked is rotating. Oh, just getting a ward off. Runs into the Clockwork guarding his rune there. Oh, lucky Lesh. Grabs himself double damage.
Lesh is the better player, you know? You got the rune spawn. That's quite unlucky for Stepmom though. If Lesh doesn't get that rune, he's in a lot of trouble, I think. But the full bottle refill.
He uses the DD. And he runs bottom. Yeah.
Bottom.
So this is going to take a lot to kill the Centaur, but the magic damage is there. Drow, 2 levels into the Frost Arrows and 2 levels in a multi-shot, melting him down a little bit. That will be enough.
Yeah, and again, right, it's just
good rotation.
Unlucky for left, right, good night that Tiny didn't get the rune, because without that mana on the 3 bottle sips, that rotation is never going to be possible.
Speaking of Tiny, he's going blink straight up, which is good. He needs that quick, fast meta.
Yeah, Brown Boots blink. He knows what his mission is this game. He's got to provide the tempo for his team. So I think maybe he can already sort of feel the way that you know, the top lane's going. You can see Bruce sitting at 13 denies. Like that's quite rough.
I mean, Void not being dead is kind of cool. He hasn't died at all, right? Yeah. I think he finishes his mask and just leaves, probably. Like, there's gonna be it's already to the point where he can't fight against the Brood now.
In trouble.
Yeah, okay, good dodge there. He's got a Aphotic Shield, but it's on cooldown. He already used it. Kill for Wegs picking that one up.
Nice rotation over again by I'm still gonna say Ronaldo, right? That's Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think so.
Just changed his name, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume until I hear otherwise that it's Ronaldo. But yeah, nice job spotting the movement by Wex there and linking up and bringing these clarities out to himself to continue to sustain the mana, and he's able to have more tempo than the Tiny at the moment.
Just watching bottom, Clockwork making him work for this kill, and they're able to kind of turn it around a little bit, and now Hoodwinked using a Fairy Fire, kind of dodging around Clockwork, playing with these enemies there, just dodging and weaving. Drow getting some hits off, but it's actually hurting her a little bit too much. The Centaur 3 levels in Retaliate, so she'll back off. Leshrac rotating in right now, only a quarter of his mana, but maybe they can get a stun on somebody. Clockwork trying to get them interested again. I think they know something's up. Yep. Leshrac comes in, finishes him off. Centaur instantly trying to TP out. Very good decision. He would have been dead if he didn't.
Yeah, definitely a great TP.
All right, we got
looking for a kill in mid lane.
Oh yeah. All right, Weg's in a bit of trouble there.
Just couldn't
He's
find the
close.
top range.
Too far off that blink. He'll probably have it by 12 minutes. This is the problem as well. When you hit 6 on Void, one thing that I think is important is if you're losing the lane, you just want to use your chrono once and then just like leave lane and go farm. But he doesn't have a support that can really complement that chrono. In fact, I don't think he has any heroes that can complement the chrono. There's not much damage apart from Hoodwinked ulti, which is nowhere near.
Hoodwinked Sharpshooter to throw on the chrono.
Yeah, so really it's the damage in chrono is quite literally just what Void has. So he's probably not going to be. He's most likely going to have to use it defensively, and now might be a good time to do it because those spiderlings are chipping away at him.
Yeah, when you have the Silken Bowler on you.
He's got to be careful here, Void. I think he can easily get. He's got 6 seconds for Time Walk still. All right, Abaddon coming.
The brood pressure is just gonna start now, and it's not gonna stop. And
I feel like he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna throw his ulti down and not get any kill with it. He's thinking about it, but now they turn on the Abaddon. Abaddon's used his shield already, so that's just an easy meal for the spider. Chrono gets used, but you're gonna have to hope you get some procs here. Level 2, no procs so far. So even the wand keeping her alive. Void in a lot of trouble. Has the Time Walk. Has to use it. Does use it.
No,
very awkward first use of your chrono. Other heroes are joining though, but now the spiders, 10 seconds with no Time Walk. Meanwhile, bottom, Centaur forcing to use ulti as Clockwork and Drow start shooting at him. He should be okay, it looks like. Clockwork really being a bit of a menace there.
I mean, it's definitely a really good attempt by Mac and Cheese, but yeah, this brood is already out of control. Really needs Stepmom to find that blink as the answer. He's got the gold for it now, so it'll be flying out to him.
Yeah, he's got a haste rune as well. This is going to be big, man. He needs to do something with both of them. Void, watch out. I think Brood could be, with no chrono, I think Brood could be playing a little bit more aggressively, to be honest. Cutting some waves and stuff, but she's just pushing away. Keeping 2 heroes up here, I guess. Here's the haste rune on the Tiny. Haste, blink. Gonna bottle up his buddy, not quite. He's gonna go for the Drow. Drow is alone, so this is an easy kill. And a much needed kill, I think, in regards to that tempo Tiny, you know? As soon as you get that blink.
He's gonna die again.
Yep, it looks like Abaddon. He has an Orthotic Shield in a second. Does dispel himself. Brood probably gonna eat him up, but he's making it kind of work for it a bit. Snapfire joining in as well. Nice wand usage. And that's finally finishes him off though. Meanwhile, mid. Tossing back the Leshrac. Leshrac, a lot of magical damage. Oh, the stun misses on the Lesh. And now Lesh turns it around, but he's running out of mana.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mana for that kill.
Oh, they're pinging the Void. Clockwork has 6. No mana on the Brood, but he doesn't need mana. Oh, there we go. Cancels the TP. The Void in a lot of trouble, and he goes down. And now they're starting to bunch up together on AGN.
Yeah, this Brood
start snowballing together.
Well, in classic Australian fashion, they have a spider problem.
Yeah. They need a rally behind this Centaur, but the Centaur doesn't honestly have too much to offer.
Yeah, I mean, Centaur's not ready yet, right? Like
No, his lane went okay, but
they're gonna make a move on the Ronaldo now. Though.
Yeah,
this is
Centaur.
The right kind of
yeah, but this is what I mean. Like, they're gonna have to hope that they can get all these stuns off on him before more heroes come. Snapfire cookies him out, but okay, nice stun from Tiny, and that Leshrac will be going down. So will it looks like Snapfire. So good connection for Dire Squad. Radiant not really bringing any other heroes here. Don't feel the need to. They're pressuring these other lanes.
Yeah, I mean, 2 really great kills from left, right, good night, right? That's the exact sort of thing that they need. They cannot answer the Brood at this
And now they're porting back. They're porting back for a TP. And They TP onto the Drow. Nice silence by the Drow, pushing them all back. The spiders get caught, but the main mother, she runs away. That could have gone really bad for Noon.
Centaur skyrushing to the top of the CS chart with one double edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they tried that play. I really don't think that they can answer this Brood.
Oh,
but
stuns on him there.
CZ
Clockwork's
in
nearby as well.
Yeah, thought Clockwork was gonna go for.
I think it'd be alright to go Blade Mail on Centaur. I don't know why he's gone Hood. I'm not sure if there's. I mean, is it just for the Lesh? Is that all you need it for?
Oh, you just like the Hood on Centaur for the double.
Yeah, I think I would have. I don't know. I guess it's alright, but I feel like it would have been better to go Vanguard Blade Mail and blink and because they got so much physical damage. Clockwork holding him down there. The Snapfire spits as well. They're tanky heroes on the Dire here, but they're getting melted a bit. They're doing some good job of dodging and making him work for this kill. Centaur really low now. Gets trapped into the cogs there, and the Orthotic Shield was not enough. Clockwork limping away with his life.
Yeah, it's just the
Meanwhile, Void,
where is the time?
smart place to be farming actually with that deep ward. So I really like this play by him. Mask of Madness just farming away, but actually Radiant now going even further in, and as the support pos 5 Abaddon goes down. This is another tower. Tiny haste yet again, so pretty good. And Clockwork saw that, and I think they must have had it. Yeah, they got the ward there, so disrupts that engagement there, and he's got no friends with him. He's only got a Centaur TPing. They need the Void to come join this potentially.
Centaur's found Brood.
But Void,
They can't connect anyone else.
Baseless Void isn't really wanting to come to this one. I think this is a really good opportunity. Nice stun onto 3. Toss back into the tower, and now there goes the Leshrac. Really good play by him there. On the Tiny at least.
Yeah,
Baseless now joins the party, but he's a little bit late. He has another Time Walk in a second.
He's gonna find a chrono on someone here.
He needs to. He gets he finds on 2. Yeah, really good. So that should be a pretty good cleanup there.
Yep, really.
It's a shame that they didn't find the Drow, but
yeah, they answered the push though. They keep their tier 2 tower alive.
yeah, they
And
certainly did.
The first round of deaths was kind of questionable, right? Like they need the Tiny to answer though.
I like this. Okay, they see them smoke though, right? So I like this fast pace though. They need to keep this pressure up. Chrono's down, but they don't care.
About to arrive.
They know that they did this. So they pinged it out, but it looks like they're still going to fall. Well, not fall for it, but at least lose their mid hero. He's slowly going down. He goes down. Clockwork joining the fray now. Going to try to get a return kill. 3 heroes onto the Centaur. He's tanky, but not tanky enough because he'll eventually go down there. Clockwork now finds another hero. Abaddon, all he can do is put the shield on and run away. It's, I mean, it's a good return on those 2 kills there, but I mean, they saw them smoke and pinged it out, but their mid hero still managed to get caught out there. Turning into a mid push with a creep. Siege creep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Net worth only 1k difference.
Yeah, no, Left Right Good Night I think are doing a really good job of.
This Brood needs to die though.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that Void,
they
he's...
have Brood mother problems.
Yeah, he's closing in on the Maelstrom.
Brood
Still a bit
Digger,
away.
which gives her kill potential on any hero that she finds. But
Yeah.
it also means that she has the potential to be killed as well. You know, normally you see the Greaves or the Life Rush.
She's going Greaves after, so she's gonna get it now. Centaur, Blink Dagger, the Clockwork ulti does miss, and the Centaur, he got silenced, but he managed to get his Stampede off in time, so pretty good dodge there. Now he actually goes back in onto the Brood. Brood gets stunned up again, but the rest of the Radiant are here to kind of join the fray. Dire backing off for now, hoodwinked. Kind of getting eaten alive by these little baby spiders, and she might actually end up dying. Centaur also in a bit of trouble as well. Each of them slowly... Eventually the Centaur's the one to bite the dust. Another stun on the Brood though. Tiny trying to line up something as well. Line up a toss back.
Just the question of where's the Tiny? You can't make these sort of plays without that Tiny.
Yeah, speaking of Tiny though, he does manage to get a nice juicy kill on the Snapfire. I think Centaur going Hood Blink has kind of crippled him a little bit. I'm not sure if he needed to go Blink. The Tiny's kind of setting the pace with that Blink already.
Blink's kind of
it's
grow
not
in value the more of them that you have.
Yeah.
I think I think it's purely an answer to Drow Ranger, right? Like, unless they initiate onto Drow with the initial.
He's going for the Vanguard now, as you see. He's lined it up now. Actually, he's finishing off the pipe, as I said that. So he'll go pipe.
I definitely don't like the finishing of the pipe.
I'm not sure if I like it. I think. Yeah, I think it's a. I don't know. It might be silly. I just think it's a really good blade mail game.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a great blade mail game. It's gonna find Brood.
Does find the Brood, yep. Get a few last hits there on those spiders. Rest of Dire coming in, and the rest of Radiant coming in as well. They've smoked Clockwork, ulti onto the Tiny there, and here comes the combo. The combo's going in. Tiny's quite tanky though, so Clockwork will go down. Centaur ulti runs Tiny out of the lava. Brood still playing in the tree line, has the silence, has the mech as well. Everybody dancing around with each other. Only one dead. It's a DD on the Drow. I think they're a little bit scared of the Void joining this fight. He is kind of, I think he's watching. They find, the Brood, they find her in the tree. She's been sticking around for a little bit too long. And she will go down, so pretty good engagement there for Dire. And they didn't even have to commit their Void. He's been farming this entire time.
Yeah, no, really, really good there.
Meanwhile, they managed to bait out the Drow, ran with the DD here and kind of dawdled for a bit. She wasn't sure.
Mid lane as well, Leshrac.
Okay, Leshrac trying to get the tower, but he might pay with his life. He might not even get the tower. They'll be able to deny it as well, so... Oh, Hoodwink does die for it.
Mac with the rocket flare, sniping that one out.
Yeah. Oh, careful. Hope they deny this. Oh, Tiny going in again. That fast tempo, man. Stun 1, stun 2, tower, and the last bit of health, trying to throw a few fireballs at the clock, and he goes down. Tiny, he knows his job. You were saying it before. He knows his job. This game, he's doing such a good job of it, man. He's he's keeping them in this game for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. 6-0 and 5. He is the answer to AGN right now. Without Stefan performing the way that he's performing.
I really want them. So it's a good kill on that. I wonder who got the money for the Brood kill, but I really want them to see. All right. I want to see them use this level 2 chrono. I want to see them smoke and get something done.
Yeah, well, I think they're content with the way that the game's going, right? Brood wants to push into a tower, so...
Yeah, easy chrono kill.
We'll want to group around that, and yeah, they'll just try and TP the Void to whatever
Because
happens.
we were saying that, yeah, there's no damage for the chrono, but if Tiny backs up and he isn't intercepted, he can totally get the combo off on her, and she is completely dead.
Yeah, and, I mean, Tiny tree throw later as well is quite good.
Yeah.
Chrono damage if it goes quite late.
It's keeping this tower alive for now. It's only got 73 HP. This siege creep's gonna kill it, I think. Actually, Clockwork went for the last hit, so he might pay with his life for it. No, that's kind of scary.
No, yeah, just tanky enough to survive with the drums and the
Brood sending the Broodlings out for a scouting mission.
Yeah, no, he's not getting.
Silences the Void in a lot of trouble now. That damage is there. Got to be careful of that. Centaur blinks. Nice dodge by Brood. And Centaur's got to be a little bit careful now. He can get a nice juicy bit of gold there, which he does. Rest of Dire are joining in now, but Radiant also, they're going to meet each other in the middle. Snapfire ahead of the crew, so Leshrac's going to be able to come up behind them all. Snapfire in a little bit of trouble, getting stunned up. Right click down. She'll probably die, and now Leshrac onto the Hoodwinked, but Tiny coming in to save his buddy. The pipe's there, so there's no damage from this Leshrac. Good pipe purchase. I take it all back. Leshrac proving hard to kill with the Bloodstone, yeah, but
it runs out eventually.
It does run out.
Yeah, no,
and the tip.
pipe definitely paid off there. So. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of an attempted play there by Ronaldo, right? Wegs died for the sins of the Brood, but
Drow farming pretty good though. Sanj and Yasha.
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen Drow.
I like the Sanj and Yasha. Just need that extra. I mean, they've got that many like stuns and stuff, and the stats as well for the chrono. I think it's not too bad to get an item like that instead of like Manta. What are you mantering off? You know, Tiny again forward with the Centaur being the eyes. Tiny manages to get a combo. The lava blobs are there from the Grandma, but they're only going to tickle the Dire Squadron. So they move a bit more forward. Leshrac porting to this tower. He is hard to kill. The pipe is there, and the pipe gets popped, and now the chrono's there as well. He's life stealing up at the Tiny. Like I said, he's ready with the combo as well. Finishes him off. Mech's up. Feeling good if you die right now. Weg's in a bit of trouble. Drow also there, but Tiny comes behind and tosses the Drow again into the other stun. They're playing this so well. This Tiny and Centaur, this combo they got going on, they want more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But meanwhile, Brood
Dire's structures
up top, pressuring that tower.
yeah, tower
Gotta be careful. Clockwork goes up in the air a little bit. Centaur ulti used. Clockwork with the shard will eventually go down, and they're just kind of feeding a little bit now. Brood's here, but does Brood really pose much of a threat now? With a Greaves build, actually, oh, Tiny, unfortunately, he accidentally finds the Brood. That wasn't the actual goal. I think they accidentally ran into her and forces her to Greaves and used 2 of her webs. I think that maybe Dire need to respect this and back though.
Yeah, I think especially with only.
It's time to head back. Wait for another chrono now.
Yep, but no, it's certainly a huge amount of damage done to the tempo of AGN there.
Even that extra, that Brigand's Blade item. The Void just helping out.
Deluxe, you there?
Yeah. Oh, what have you done?
Okay. What have I done?
Oh, I thought you were trolling.
No, I just thought you couldn't hear me.
Why are we copy pasting, guys? Cut it out. You will stop it.
I mean, yeah, everyone's calling TZ for the wall hacks, but Stepmom's the one finding all the initiations.
I like this. Actually, AGN's making a good play here. They need to get some sort of objective. But I don't. Oh,
Yeah,
triple stun onto 3. There's no follow-up damage though, but it might be enough to discourage them. Actually, a bit of a tunnel vision now, and okay, the Cogs manages to push the Centaur up the high ground pipe, gets activated. Nice stun onto 2. They're on damage control with Dire. They got to get out of this one, so they do lose 2. It almost looked like it was enough to stop them from doing that Roshan, but that tunnel vision into Clockwork.
Yep, no, they know that there's no chrono and they make the play, so.
Yeah, it's a smart decision.
Good play AGN there, yeah, definitely. And you see Remedy didn't want to move over.
Look at this guy. I've seen Step1 play. He doesn't even use a monitor. That's so funny. Maybe he's
that
right.
Could be true. Maybe he's got his eyes shut and he's just feeling it right now. You know? That's absolutely a possibility.
Hey, so this Aegis is pretty good, but we've got a fresh BKB on a Tiny, and for some reason I'm just feeling like that's more worth it right now. You know?
Yeah,
I just feel like that's more worth. Like that's the more valuable thing that's happened in the last 2 minutes. Is him getting that.
If Drow dies, there is no answer for a BKB Tiny, right? Absolutely none.
I also kind of see. I see this Leshrac just getting killed twice if he pushes too forward again.
Yeah.
Without
it's definitely a rough
if you,
game, but
you think about it, like how do they connect with him? Like you gotta hope the clock works nearby. That's it.
It does kind of prevent just the chrono unleash though, which I think is what they're struggling with.
Yeah, nah, good point.
Dire's top tower is under
But look at this is what I mean. Like he's got to be fucking careful here. They've smoked on Dire. They think so Lesh is just near there.
You can't really put the Lesh on the front.
Clockwork nearby. They'd managed to get a connection on the Clockwork, but he's flying away, so a combo from Tiny doesn't quite connect.
Yeah. No, you can't really just put the Lesh on the front lines to siege your tower either, because if you get forced back, you just die twice. So.
Yeah.
So it's definitely rough.
Well, I think it's the right hero in this stage since he's got Aegis, but yeah. He's probably the most durable hero. It's just hard to have a Tiny.
It seems like it's not going to be the kind of game, the kind of Aegis to push down the tier 2.
What's he using that for?
Just to slow down the tempo. Remedy was getting gone on by Lesh there with no time walk, so Stampede to get Remedy out of trouble.
Alright, well Stampede used up. That's pretty good.
I mean, Stampede definitely is a big cooldown. Like, it makes the fights
really it's a very good... Yeah, and it also just helps connect to Chrono too, actually, for the setup as well. Tiny's gonna get a juicy amount of gold here. Actually, yeah. Nice blink away on Centaur. Yep, AGN trying to invade a little bit now, hold this high ground, but left, right, good night. Just tiptoeing around. Tiny doing a good job of splitting the wave and kind of forcing it so they can't even advance on this tower here.
Well, they're looking for him with the rocket flare though.
They are, you're right. Can they go on the Brood while this happens?
Yeah, I mean, if Brood shows, she's potentially in a lot of trouble here.
They know the spiders are there. That's a lot of gold. Look at that. That might be. They've actually got a decent amount of splash that is, I think if I had that stat that could show how many spiders have been fed, I think it'd be a decent chunk.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can sort of see it from.
Oh, here we go. Clockwork smoked up. They know he's still in these tree lines, I reckon. God, Tiny's got to be quite careful.
Dire are scanning.
The read on this game is wild, right? Like,
Yeah.
Stepmom was standing in the trees for like 30 seconds, and then he leaves the trees, and AGN
Ooh.
read that he's in the trees, and then
Clockwork finds him.
clearing the trees.
Clockwork's
Yeah,
found him.
here.
Rocket jumps onto him. Misses the ulti, unfortunately. He does have the cogs in the other stun, though.
He's all alone.
Tiny, yeah, he's got a fresh BKB, though. He's opting to not use it yet. He does pop it now. So this is when AGN got to run. But Broodmother's going to start pushing as they see this. But Leshrak's kind of in an awkward spot now. He's got a haste rune, luckily, so he'll be able to dodge. But is Centaur going to cut him off? No, he'll go for the spiders instead.
Yeah.
If he saw him there, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, no, tier 3 tower's dead, and the barracks taking down.
Yeah,
the
tier 3, a BKB charge used. Feeling alright.
Yeah, and they really lost the Clockwork for a tier 3 tower. So.
They smoke themselves now. Okay, Lesh porting away.
Yeah, Clockwork is respawning in 7 seconds, and Dire's top tier 3 will never come back. So you're not awfully upset about that. But yeah, looked like AGN just take this Aegis and use it to slow down the tempo, kind of get a bit of a reset on the game, because it was getting a little bit out of control.
Yeah. I mean, this Aegis was certainly one where, yeah, I mean, you probably weren't going to get anything taken from it. Like, they're pretty lucky they just got a tier 3, right? It was more of a, yeah, what can we recover? And they grabbed the Aegis, so it would have been nice to use it for something else, but just to kind of slow down the game's fine enough. 10 seconds remaining on it. Tiny, fresh Shadow Blade, though. What's Centaur going for now? A heart. Not even finishing his boots. I still like Blink Dagger, though, but... See? I mean, Blade Mail, sorry, he's already got a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, no, Blade Mail is
I still think it's great. Speaking of Centaur, they find him. He manages to get his ult off again. He's so tanky. The evasion and the pipe is there, so... Dodges, now both teams not too sure who's going to go first. It's up to the Tiny. So Tiny, Shadow Blade, stepping forward. Spiders are there to kind of scout out the situation. He does eat the spiders. He'll destroy them, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Hold that.
Quite some moves by Centaur there to stampede out of that one, you know. Brood's got eight legs, so that's a lot of ankles.
I mean,
broken.
I don't know if they'd even be able to... 2,300 or 2,900.
They definitely have the damage if they hit him with the Drow, right?
Yeah, does Drow have Shard? Not Shard yet. They find the spider, but the Clockwork's there to help out. The combo gets on both of them, though. The spits are there. Nobody dead so far. Clock ults back in. Abaddon, he has the heals. Not going to use them yet. Guardian Greaves is there. Chronosphere not going to get dropped too much because everybody's too close to each other. They're using a lot on this Leshrak. Fresh BKB on the Void. He has to use his Chrono soon, surely. Hoodwinked making... Oh, there we go. Nice. It's 1 dead, 2 dead.
Drow's gonna run. Nice
BKB by Drow. Hoodwinked made Brood work for that kill. So Brood, unfortunately, not really in this fight too much, but she's in now. Buyback onto the from the Leshrak. He can't get anything off on Void. Oh, the cogs as well. Ends up being a pretty good turnaround for Radiant's squad. Tiny, he thinks, can he save his buddy? Not quite.
Wow, I can't believe AGN outfought.
It's an ultra. It ended up being an ultra kill for the Brood, which ironically, Brood was out of that fight for a decent chunk. He just killed everyone right here.
Yeah, no, it felt like Brood was
what the hell?
there, but they held the chrono, and it was a really good chrono. Like,
yeah.
The way that
I think they shouldn't have gone on the Lesh. I mean, I think Lesh doesn't do much damage. You've got a Centaur with a pipe. I think you just kill him last.
Yeah, no, well, I mean,
they're focusing too much.
The Lesh died, and
Yeah.
at that point you chrono the Drow and kill Drow, and it's over. But
Yeah, you got to use the chrono on these other heroes. Buyback from Centaur ends up in a Clockwork dying.
Is under attack.
Got a Wraith Pact there, and they'll lose the ranged racks. Yeah, I think they need to start discussing who they're focusing, because that Leshrak I think Leshrak might have made that fight a little bit too hard for Dire, because they were just going, well, ironically not Leshrak, maybe Dire themselves, you know, don't go on him, simple as that. hit other heroes. You've got a pipe, you'll live.
Yeah, with the Bloodstone, he just lives so long.
Dude, he doesn't have any spell amp. You know, he doesn't really have that much spell amp. So, you know, he hasn't gone with a Kaya or something. So he's not that scary. He doesn't have a Shivas. He doesn't, you know, he's just going sustain. So if you dance around him, you've got a pipe, you'll be okay.
He will start to output a lot of damage, but yeah, it's just... I think overall we just saw a damage problem from left, right, good night deck, right? Because they couldn't find the kill wall.
Yeah, if they don't get that burst and toss back, then yep, that's their way they got to get these kills. If they have a skirmish one, like 5v5, you're just going to have to hope that Chrono gets... you know, there's enough damage in it. But speaking of damage, he's lined up a Chrysalis now on Void. They find the Lesh, so let's see how long it takes. I think they kill him this time. And heals up, gets the...
Yeah, not very long.
Yeah.
Away, right?
I mean, he was getting a bit low there, but...
Yeah, no, they were one bash short of getting that kill probably, but... Yeah, just not enough damage from the Void yet. And you
yeah.
can see Tiny...
Oh, nice Clockwork ulti onto 2. The combo's there, but they both get 4-staffed and jump out. So now Clockwork in a bit of trouble. Meanwhile, Tiny manages to go and clean up Wegs as well. Centaur ulti used. Both BKBs from the cores. We get double damage on Tiny as well. Yeah, that's really big. Void in a bit of... He has to use the Chrono. Pops the Chrono defensively. Tiny with the DD. He's behind onto the... He tosses into the Chrono, the Drow. Manages to get the combo on a few heroes, but... He's just deciding to pour it out. They don't have it, even with the DD. They don't have the damage.
It's just the disaster. They just cannot kill this Brood. They just don't have the damage.
Couldn't even... Drow wasn't even too scared to pop a BKB there. He was looking alright. DD, Tiny. Yeah, they really need to just... There's too much pressure on this toss.
Yeah, I thought it looked good, but yeah, they just don't have the damage. Just do not have the damage. They got the full Chrono on the Brood there, with Void hitting away freely, and Brood lost like 700 health. Just did not care. They really looking for that. I guess the level 20 talent on Void is going to make a lot of difference for the Chronos and the attack speed.
He's about to get it.
Yeah.
He's just
the
got
next Chrono
Chrysalis,
should feel like there's a lot more impact, but yeah.
Chrysalis
In the
should help as
meantime,
well.
another Roche for AGN.
Yeah. Is that a free shard for Drow? No, she already had it. Unless she just got it then.
Free shard for Lesh, I'm guessing? With the Lesh one's quite good.
I don't think I've seen a split earth. You might be right. It was very quick.
He definitely didn't have it in the last fight, and he's got it now, so... This looks like a dead lane of Rex.
Yeah, without a Chrono, I'm not sure what they can do about it. They glow.
Yeah.
I think they need to leave this. I don't know if committing to this is a good idea.
They're trying.
They're throwing a few things at him. Stun does land on the Lesh, but he's so low. The heals are there. He's going to live. I think they should have left this Rax. It might end up in them losing more. But nobody dead so far. Tiny. The mountain man that he is standing in front with that huge hero.
There's a huge team fight and nobody died. And
yeah,
that's problematic. They threw pretty much every bit of damage that they had onto Lesh there, and Lesh just walked it off. And finds a regen for his trouble as well. So
it sucks because it's just there's a few times he's just getting low and not dying. Extra
I mean, Lesh has the Aegis there, so even if you kill him, it's still a disaster. I think left, right, and are quite lucky to get away with that fight going as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think they should have gone at all.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have let it happen and have Tiny on the side and just get the last person running out, potentially. That's probably the play, but...
Yeah, they have Chrono again now, but no BKB, so they're still waiting.
Tiny's going Ags.
Yeah, they need it. They need it.
I mean, it's a bit of damage in the Chrono, right? So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They desperately need that extra Chrono damage. But their left, right, good night are kind of all in on the Chrono and Tree Toss combo now.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, it did get nerfed quite heavily in the last patch, the Tiny Ags. I think it lost 2 trees overall thrown in the 2.5 second duration. You get 1 less or 2 less trees thrown overall now, I think, which isn't a small amount of damage. That's probably 600 to 800 damage that ability's lost just from the last patch. So
Not sure many people are really building it. Alesh, yet
Alesh.
again, not really the hero to go on, guys. He has ages. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and they know what we know, right? They hit him a bit, but they know they can't
If
get
they
that
can
kill.
get it. Yeah.
Tiny is finding quite a lot of gold here, so he should get up to that Ags.
This
quite
chrono
quickly,
is
but-
so important.
Yeah, that's it, and it feels like Left Right Good Night are recognizing that too, right? Like they're at the point where they need to hit that big chrono to
Yeah,
have
I
a game.
like Abaddon's gonna get an Ags eventually. He's going Healy Abaddon. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's finding the 3,100.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of this build, but I like to see the upgraded stick. If you're gonna do that, I don't even know the name of the Holy Locket. He's got it queued up, but just holding the buyback gold instead of the getting the last energy booster, right? But it's quite a lot of extra healing,
Yeah.
not just from the item itself, but it also increases all that you're healing. By
Yes,
30%,
you're
so-
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Someone was saying that you're a bit quiet, so I had to fix the audio. No, it's
Sorry.
not you, it's a me problem. Alright, Centaur ulti use. They're
Stampede
going
out, but what's
nice, okay,
happening?
nice stomp onto 2, but with the Wraithpack Totem there, the damage that they already lack is they're gonna need more now. On top of it, there's a chrono there, he doesn't quite see it, so Leshrac, nice BKB from Tiny in time. Leshrac uses Aegis, the chrono, it doesn't hit anyone,
no.
unfortunately, and the Void is dead now, so that's quite disastrous now. I think Dire, I'm not sure how they recover from this one. They need to back.
Yeah, he's got buyback, but no chrono,
Buyback,
no
but
BKB.
nothing, so
Yeah, what's he gonna
Leshrac
do?
now just feeling pretty good. Sitting forward, even Drow blinks forward, she's got a double damage. And
Yeah,
Ultra
nice.
Kill, give her the Rampage. Not quite, the Rampage gets stolen. And just like that one missed chrono.
Yep. No, it's over.
Bugger.
This is done. That's Megas, and even after the Megas, they're not going to be able to defend. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what you get when you void. Drow's feeding a little bit, maybe.
Drow, a little bit forward. The combo's there. She's so low. She does go down. Drow goes down. Centaur brought back. Abaddon quite low as well. He'll probably, yeah, he will go down. Ulti from the Centaur. They're kind of feeding a little bit on rating. They've got to be a bit careful. The sustain is there though. Tiny in such trouble there. The Shadow Blade keeping him
Detection?
alive. They're
just
playing.
walk it
They're
off.
playing with fire here on Radiant. Actually, they can easily feed. Tiny. He's silenced. He does have a bit of a combo that he can toss. Gets it off. Blinks into the fountain. Nice job. There's still one Rax, so it's not Megas yet.
Yeah,
And
no,
use
that
the
was
fortification
definitely
now.
crazy.
This actually might not be over because of that.
Tiny coming
Oh
in for
no,
it again.
buys back on
got
Tiny.
BKB.
Combo BKB. The heals. They don't
This
have
is not
enough
enough
damage. No.
Yeah.
Nice effort. Oh, Clockwork comes back in.
Yep.
Damn,
and that's
okay.
the last Rax, and only Stepmom with the buyback. He's not going to be able to defend the throne.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, this
Dude, that was pretty
this,
fun though.
yeah, GG gets called. This brood was just far too much for them to deal with, I think.
Middle tower. Radiant victory.
And what